to another installment of the daily fall walk. I believe this is going to be fall walk 15. Let me go ahead and get our workout started here. Thinking about doing 35 minutes today. Over the past couple of days and several weeks, I have been maintaining a pretty consistent habit, with the exception of that one day that there was frankly just torrential downpour here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm aiming to do, I was doing consistently 30 minutes a day, and now I'm probably going to start lifting that number up to 35. Not a big difference, but hopefully, over time and with compounding, it will make a big difference. A lot of good things to look forward to. We're now going to be starting our third week of walking. So if you have watched with me from the beginning of the fall walk series, we have now walked 3 weeks in total, or rather 2 full weeks, starting our third week. So this is why I do this, right? Because it's very good to get on a healthy daily fitness routine. And let me actually give you a testimonial, if you will. So, yesterday I went on a long walk with my brother. It was part of my Sunday roundup. And my brother hasn't walked in a long time, and if you listen to the video, he actually talks about it a little bit, how it's been a long time since he walked. And he messaged me this morning, and he said, hey bro, I was thinking about it, and guess what? I really enjoyed that walk. So just let that be a testimonial for anyone else out there listening that needs some motivation. Maybe they need some extrinsic motivation to get themselves out of bed or out of the sofa, or maybe they're just, still working after hours and they don't really need to, but they feel like they have to get out of the rut and just get out there and enjoy nature and go on a walk. I'm telling you, it has very, very noticeable benefits to your health and your mind. It keeps you at peace. And for someone like my brother who hasn't done it for a while, even though I know that he used to be on a very consistent routine, look how much better he felt this morning just having done that one walk. And even, it wasn't even an introductory walk. I might tell most people to start off with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but he just went for the full hour. And it had an amazing, amazing effect on him. And hopefully, if you're listening, Carlos, you can go on another walk today. And that's exactly why I make these videos, right? I want to at least try to be a source of inspiration for those out there who want to get started on a walking routine. Maybe they have no idea what to do. They've never walked before, they've never lifted weights before, and they need some other form of motivation to do so, and this is exactly what these videos are intended to do. So I'm very excited about that. It makes me feel very good. And of course, he's my brother, so who else better than to help than my brother? So with that being said, everyone, let's go over some other statistics that I think are pretty interesting. I actually got an email today. I got an email from Map My Walk, surprisingly. And let me tell you, okay, so it looks like for the last week, so for the week of November 12th through November 18th, so let me backtrack a little bit here. You all know that I've been considering doing monthly roundups. I'm curious if Map My Walk will do something similar for me, if they will give me a monthly roundup. If not, I am planning on doing them myself and letting you all know about the information. But here is how we did from November 12th through November 18th. So we walked a total of 17.8 miles, walked 4 hours and 59 minutes and 47 seconds. We did a total of 10 workouts. Now, I should be, to be completely honest, I just realized, because I was looking at the workout number and I'm like, that doesn't add up, but this is also including my couch to 5K sessions. It would be nice if I can have 2 different instances of the app to just track my walking session and just track my couch to 5K sessions, but this is combining all of them into one for me. But just to give you an idea of what, if you follow a similar program, this is what you can get, 10 workouts. So we're doing very good, right? One of the cool things about Map My Run, I've noticed, is they have these challenge sections. So it looks like they do monthly challenges, and they even have a overarching yearly challenge. I think last year's challenge was to do 1,000 miles, and I really, really hope to be able to do that next year. So I'm gonna have to, it's definitely something I'm gonna do. Journey to 1,000 miles. Join me in that journey, follow along with me, and let's just have a good time. So if you're also interested in doing that, then, If you haven't already and you're watching this channel and you're thinking about what else to have in store for you, there's a lot more coming. You know, these walks, although you see them every single day, it might be the same video, it might look like the same video. You know, what I talk about is not the same. And in reality, this is what being consistent looks like, right? There is nothing flashy about being consistent. There's nothing flashy about showing up every day for what it is you're doing and getting the job done. That's just how it works. So the fact that you see the same environment every single day, if anything, let that be a testament to what it means to be consistent. Yes, you're gonna have to wake up every day, get up, do the same walk, go to the same gym, do the same workouts. And guess what? After being consistent for so long, you know what happens? You get to reap the rewards. That's just how it is. Being consistent is not glamorous. Think about studying for an exam, okay? Every single day, you set some time aside, you open up the same textbook to read, you open up the same notebook to write your notes, you open up the same website or a couple set of YouTube videos that you normally watch to study with. It's not glamorous, it's not flashy, but what happens at the end of that period? You are sitting at top with your high score, the best grade, the best performer, because you showed up and you were consistent. So if that's something you're interested in, you know, follow the channel, because that's exactly what we're all about here. And it's exactly why every single video is the same. As long as you're passionate about it, you enjoy what you're doing, you'll get far. Here's another example, investing. I haven't talked about investing a lot on this channel, but it's something I try to do at least once or twice a month. I set some money aside to be able to invest for my future. And guess what? It's not glamorous, you know? The thing is, so I feel like in this world, we often compare ourselves to the end result of someone else's hard work and dedication. You know, we see the person that's already rich and we completely neglect the journey that they took to get there. We don't think about probably how difficult it was to get there, the amount of consistency they had to go through, the ups and downs they faced, right? All those people that are rich, most of them, right? Obviously, there's always exceptions. Some people, I don't know, win the lottery or they land on something that goes very viral. But let's take investing, for example. A lot of the people that become rich from investing, they do it because they invest a little bit every day or every other week, every month. And guess what? That small process of investing, it's very boring. You're taking money out of your account, putting it into a brokerage account, like Fidelity, for example. You're buying some stocks and then you close the app and you forget about it. At least that's how I do it. And guess what? Over time, it has produced positive results. You know? Don't get caught up in thinking that the thing that you're working on is meant to be flashy. Don't get caught up in thinking that you have to do something for social media, that anyone even has to like the thing that you do. As long as you're passionate about it, there will be an audience. Think about how many people there are in this world. I'm talking about planet Earth. Think about how many people there are. There are bound to be some portion of those people that are interested in what you have to talk about. So, all that being said, stay consistent and stay on a plan. The effects of that will compound over a long period of time. And by the time that time comes, you will reap the rewards. And it's not like, imagine, it's not like by the time you get to that end point, you're just gonna reap the rewards and like quit. You'll most likely keep going, so the rewards will continue to compound. And by then you'll have a very solid routine developed. Also, another thing, it's definitely the days that you don't want to do the thing that make you the strongest. Just within these past 2 weeks or so of me making these videos, I have had days where I don't want to make videos. I don't want to get up and walk. I don't want to do my run. I really second guess myself. Today was one of those days. I got to my home. I actually did take a little bit of a rest. For some reason, I was just feeling a lot more exhausted today than normal. So I did take a rest. And I got up and I kept doing what I had to do. And that's when I came on this walk. And honestly, right now, I'm feeling amazing for having done it. It's funny, I was looking at YouTube analytics yesterday, and it goes to show how powerful that YouTube algorithm really is. If I look at all the different walking videos I've made, most of them right now are performing exactly how I'd expect for them to perform. No one knows who I am. I'm just making walking videos, so of course I cannot expect any sort of performance from an unknown channel. But there was one video in particular that stuck out a lot. It was fall walk number 12. And I noticed that in the description, I put something along the lines of Super Mario RPG is an awesome game. And I was looking at the analytics for that specific video, and the reason it got so much traffic is because at the time, Super Mario RPG had just come out, so people were searching that term more often than not. And if I looked at the search history that landed people on that video, it had to do with Mario. So I thought that was very interesting to see the one-to-one. You can really see exactly why your video performed the way it did. So that's pretty cool. For anyone else out there, for any content creators watching this, now you know exactly, like, descriptions really do matter. I thought descriptions didn't matter that much, and I didn't really want to, add too much for no reason, unless I had to. I specifically put that in the description because it was just something I talked about during that video. So that's really the only reason I put it there. But I guess titles and descriptions really do matter because they help, the search engine find your content. Oh, those are nice Christmas lights. I've never seen the little tiny, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's weird turning my chest literally towards the palms, but those little balls there hanging, they're pretty cool. I started putting my Christmas lights yesterday, and that was fun. Honestly, I thought it was going to take more time, but I probably got a little over 50% of it done. So, not really bad for just about an hour's worth of work. I feel like I think the longest part is probably doing the lights on the roof, because I have to hang everything on my gutter, and on my gutter I use small clips to do so. Like, I went to my dad's house and I helped him put his Christmas lights up, and he already has nails. I don't think he has a gutter actually, so it was very easy to just get up on a ladder and hang up those strands of light. All right, let's do a quick progress check here. Okay, so definitely keeping the pace good, under 18, that's sort of the new thing I'm aiming for right now. And we have done about 13 minutes, 0.75, 3/4 of a mile. So I'm very happy about that because I have noticed steady gains. Again, I cannot stress this enough because it's just something I see. As someone that's a little bit older, I see younger people struggling with this, the art of consistency. And I have myself struggled with it many times over the past. It's the reason why this is the third time I'm attempting to do a channel like this. I just wasn't able to remain consistent on my previous attempts. But this time, I don't know, there's a different vibe that I'm feeling. It's like there's something in the air that makes me feel more inclined to be able to do these sorts of videos. And that feels awesome. You guys don't mind being on the video?
I don't mind.
Okay, cool, man. I'll remove you, though, from the sections that it's them.
Okay.
I'll take you off. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, man.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Raphael, so Rafael. A-E-L. And then space, and then my last name, so it's the letter N. Negron. Yep, just search that. Let's see, I wonder how relevant the search will be. Yeah, you're literally right in the camera. Yeah, I just started doing this for fun because, I don't know, I like to walk and I figured, like, I'll just talk while doing it.
Yes,
You guys play football here every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Nice, man. That's great. Getting your exercise in, that's good.
I play sports for my school too.
Oh, nice.
What do you do, like shorts or regular videos?
Regular. Yeah. I literally started like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's me right there, man. Yep.
Alright, I'll sub to you.
Awesome, man. Thanks. So you play sports for your school? You said soccer and what else?
Football.
Football. Nice, man. Yeah, I never got into sports. I liked skateboarding a lot when I was younger,
Nice.
but never able to get into the other sports. All right, cool, guys. We'll take it easy, all right? Have a good night. All right, so very, very cool interaction again with some of the neighborhood kids. It's always really cool to, how do I say it? I guess that's a form of organic growth. And it's also pretty cool, you know, by the way, when you're out here filming, you know, yourself doing whatever sort of activities you're doing, you have to imagine that some people might not really like the idea of being on camera, and that's 100% fine. They have the right to decide that. And so, you know, like in a situation like this, like I asked that person, I will be removing him from the times that he is in the video, and that's totally cool, you know? So if you're also doing your own form of long form media or, you know, shorts content, you know, it's obviously it's hard to capture everyone's, and how do I say it? You know, you can't go to everyone and ask, hey, are you okay if you're in this video? But some people might come up to you and explain, you know, hey, I don't really want to be in your video, and that's 100% fine. So you'll see some transitions in the editing today during post, where we'll make those adjustments, and it's cool. Yeah, it's very interesting to see these, you know, it's cool just to see these kids like out there playing football, soccer. And I'm pretty sure it's the kids that I saw a couple days ago. That's pretty neat. Yeah, kids are so clever, you know? I remember, like, and I hate being the guy that keeps talking about their age, but when you get older, you begin to realize how clever children can be and how malleable they are. Their ability to just pick up on things and adapt is incredible, you know? I mean, it's weird even interacting with someone that's his age, which I'm guessing is, I don't know how old they are, maybe like 12 or younger, 10 or younger. So, you know, it's crazy just to interact with them, and they have iPhones. Like, they have nearly new iPhones. They know how to use it. They can go on YouTube and subscribe, and they're just familiar with the lingo. I mean, kids nowadays are growing up at just a different level entirely. I mean, okay, the phone is only as good as you make it, right? Because you can use the phone for good and learn new things and explore the world differently, or you can use it for maybe not so good things. But you know, the fact that kids now have access to these resources makes them the capacity, the ceiling for learning has increased tenfold, 100-fold, I don't know, exponentially, right? It's pretty incredible to see what they will be doing by the time they're my age or my parents' age. I mean, these children are going to be growing up in an entirely different world. Very cool. That's the second time that happens. First time with Justin, I believe his name was. And now with these kids. Unfortunately, I didn't get any other names. You know, also what I like too, they were very, and this is funny, if the kids are listening now, a couple days ago, I won't lie, you know, I had the video and they were playing football, and I remember seeing them and hearing them curse, but you know, now that I've talked to them, I realize that, well, I think they're just boys having a good time, and you know, perhaps I shouldn't judge too quickly. But something I liked was the older boy very politely and very respectfully asked, you know, people can come up to you and be so mad and rude and say, oh, hey, I'm in the video, like, what are you doing? But he very politely asked, hey, what is it you're doing? I explained to him what I'm doing, and he responded back the way that he did. So I think that's great parenting for sure, because he learned that from somewhere, and I imagine it's his parents. So if the parents are listening to the video, then you guys have done a fantastic job raising a well-mannered boy, you know? Sad to say, it's a rare commodity nowadays. A rare sight. Maybe not commodity. Commodity probably wasn't the right term there, but it's a rare sight to see. So probably what I'll do is, if I see them in front of me for the remainder of the video, I will do my best to position myself in a way that they're not in the video. And my thumbnail probably will be of them, because why not? That's different. It's exciting because these walks are mostly done solo, with the exception of yesterday, having done a walk with my brother. So I can only imagine if I go to a place that's a little more crowded, the people that I can meet. And I'm all about that. I love meeting people. I consider myself an extrovert. So how cool would it be if I just go to like a new city or just another area where I live, go to a little more of a populated place, and just see. What would have been cool is if I just invited them to go on the walk with me. Maybe I said, hey, you guys wanna be a part of the walk? Let's just talk about what you guys do, you know? That'd be fun. Because kids, I mean, isn't that the name of a show? Kids say the darndest things. But it's just, man, the beauty about being a kid is you have no filter. You know, it's almost like beginner's luck in a way. I feel like the older we get, sometimes we become way too filtered. We're so scared to express ourselves. You know, we feel like we have to conform so much to society's rules, we don't ever get a chance to truly express ourselves. But as a kid, there's just not really a filter. So if I had invited them for a walk, I probably would have learned so much just from what it is they're thinking. Or maybe they would have just been bored. They probably would have been bored, which I totally understand. I think at that age, going on a walk for half an hour would not have been fun. I was probably more interested in just skateboarding and not really paying attention to anyone. So I totally get it. Different times. The beauty of getting older. Tastes change. Hopefully this weekend I will be doing a couple of walks in a different area, which I think will be fun. Again, it's always cool to see a different area. And within the next coming weeks after that, we will continue making other videos in different areas. If you listen to the video I had yesterday, so a couple of walks that I have coming up, and where I'll be doing walks in Orlando, and I'll be doing some walks in Disney World, and hopefully doing some walks in some other parks around the area. So if also that's something you're interested in, then definitely keep in touch. Let's do a quick progress check here. 27 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm actually glad I'm doing the 35-minute walk now because the conversation, let's say, probably took 2 or 3 minutes, maybe longer. So if anything, that 35 minutes is making up for lost time that we aren't walking. But at the same time, we don't have to be so strict with ourselves that we can never, stop and chat with someone, because that's also the beauty of getting out. Being able to connect with your fellow neighbors and friends and just experiencing new things. And the pace has been consistently under 18. I mean, now we're reaching new levels. I mean, this looks like now it's like 17:34. You know what I need to do? If there was an app, I need a way to track all this and all these different parameters on an application. It'd be cool if there was just a website that I can do this. Now, I'm a software engineer, so I could create such a website that just pairs up with Map My Walk. I mean, I could share all. The thing is, the only thing I don't like Map My Walk is I think if I wanted to share it, I can share it without the map, and I guess, but I don't think they themselves will do the totals for you. And I want to be able to manually put this information and track it over a long period of time. So what would an app like that be? For example, what if I first just made it for myself? I want a simple web application that I can log on to, and I can enter in daily stats, and I'm not limited to however many workouts I can enter, right? Like maybe I can create a new tracker for walking, I can create a new tracker for running, or any other type of activity, and I can see that over time. That would be like level 0, just to see my own progress. Level 1 would be, okay, now do it so that others can also share their own progress. Maybe did I say level 0 or level 1? Anyway, the level after that, so now it's like I could upload my own, other people can upload their own, and maybe the next step would be to have the ability to compare statistics with other people, see how you stack up against them, or maybe not. Maybe the most important thing is that you just see your own progress. I think that's probably fine. I mean, I guess it'd be cool to see others' progress, but maybe it's not that important. Not sure. But let's see. The good thing, I'm getting a little bit technical here, but for anyone that's a programmer, JavaScript has great libraries for charting. I believe one of the main ones is called Chart.js. So very good and easy ways of keeping track of your workouts. So perhaps that's an avenue I can check out, and I think I am. I probably will, because that sounds fun. The thing is, it wouldn't have to be, but it's very, at least in my purpose, it's very tied to Map My Run. The main goal to see, I just want to be able to say, okay, at the end of this week, how many, or even more generically, give it an arbitrary window of time. I can say these 2 weeks, or these 5 months, or a couple years, or a couple days, and it could always just compute the totals for me. What's up, guys? And sure enough, there you go, 10 subscribers. So we just hit 10 subscribers live during this channel. So thank you to that boy, whatever his name is. And as I approach them here, I may also have to do some editing myself, or maybe they'll all come up to me. We'll see what happens, but I want to respect his privacy. I feel bad if all the kids come up and they want to be recorded, because like I said, it's hard to select who will and who will not be in the frame. We'll be rounding up this walk soon. It might go a little bit longer than 35 minutes, and there's nothing wrong with that. The 10 subscriber special. There you go. I guess one of their names is Tristan, so maybe the person that subscribed, his name is Tristan. If you're watching this video and you're continuing this walk with me, again, you're doing a great job. You know what would be cool too? If there was a way for me to, like, if I can dynamically display the stats real time on the screen, that'd be awesome. Is there a way to do that? Now that's an interesting challenge to solve. It's almost like, I guess, how would that work? Like if there's a way to, I guess I would need some functionality to like replay a workout. I would need the data of that workout, and I could use it as an overlay for a video. Is there a way to do that? Yeah, so I've decided that it's almost certainly better. I'm going, this is about my Couch to 5K training sessions, by the way. For me to wake up early in the morning to do it doesn't really make sense because I just don't have enough, my body is not warm enough to be able to just get up and run, you know? So I think from now on what I'll do is I will always do a Couch to 5K training session right after my walk. I'm gonna just do the entire hour, which might be a little bit difficult because on any given day, you know, you get back home around like 4:30 after the gym, and I gotta get ready and immediately get out, which would be tough. Hey. All right, so as we wrap the walk today was a very nice introduction to the week because we did a longer walk. So maybe some variability would be good in these walks because, you know, maybe one day you feel like being a little more challenged and you don't necessarily want to switch the video, right? You just want to stay on the same video. So maybe today it's good because now you have a little bit longer of a video to watch, which means that you have to stay on the walk for longer, you know? Anyway, if you watched the video, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope that it really does inspire you to get started with a walking routine. As I mentioned earlier, you can see that I had a lot of positive effects on my brother, and that's coming from someone who did used to do a walking routine consistently, but hasn't in a long time. So the fact that they benefited from it, let that again be a testament to you all listening and thinking about starting your own walking routine. It's probably the easiest thing you can get started doing, and I promise you it will change your life. The walking that you do will affect other areas of your life, whether it be in your work, your studies, your fitness, mental health, anything else. It will impact it. So thank you all again for watching. I cannot wait to continue making these videos and go on some new walking trails and just have a good time overall. So that being said, let's go ahead and finish our workout here. Let's call this, so today is 11:20 walk. Just want to quickly go over our stats here. All right, so we walked 2.15 miles, 39 minutes and 50 seconds walk, an average pace of 18.33 minutes over the mile, 4.3 thousand steps and 196 calories. I think we're doing a fantastic job. Keep it up, and I'll see you all guys next time. I'll see you all next time. Later.